This is Small TV. We are coming to you live from the Rehab Center of Senator Abraham Barros DeLong, where they've been dedicating additional facility here today. We have the Peace Laureate, Nobel Peace Laureate, Madam Lema Bowie. Uh, Madam Bowie, you want to have a brief word with Small TV? Welcome, ma'am. How are you?
Thank you.
All right. You're here today at this very important program. Give us your impression.
Well, truly, Happy Sad is kind of a mixture of being here because we have a pandemic, epidemic, not pandemic. We have an epidemic, which is the drug crisis in Liberia that has been, it's multifaceted. There are many other issues, compounding the problems of drugs in Liberia. And for many years, my whole life and work has been committed to the upliftment of the youth of this country. So when we got the funds, for me, it was important to make a donation to this place, not just this place, but other drug rehab. And we made the donations even before the campaign to end drugs. So my impression is that they're doing good work. I'm a perfectionist, so if they ask my opinion, I'll say there's still a lot more that can be done to upgrade the facility. But you also know that people are looking for money, so I think they're doing well. Whatever we can do in our capacity to continue to help them, we do that.
So, for the sake of those just joining us, you care to state what are some of those items that were donated here?
Well,
that you-
from my end, I have a fund that we call the Centennial Fund. It's a Pele name because it means the hand that gave Centennial.
Okay.
And that fund was able to donate $10,000 to this center for them to use for any other work because the funding that I got. I can only use for initiatives towards women health, women well-being, peace and security. And so this center, since it's 100% focused on women, the 10,000 was to be used, and I'm glad that they used part of it to develop a lodging center, expand a lodging for the women and the girls that live here.
Well, thanks a lot for talking to
You're
us.
welcome. You're
Okay.
so welcome.
All right. So, let's see if we can keep moving. I see also here is the superintendent of Montserrat County, Superintendent Warwick Bryant. Welcome to Spoon TV.
Thank you.
So,
Good to be with
you are here this afternoon at this program. First of all, give us your impression.
you. Not just I'm impressed with the dialogue, but I think I need to do more about the center's office.
Okay.
That we have our young sisters, our daughters, and I even see mothers who are there to be educated.
Okay.
That's a good idea. And at the same time, also that whenever there's a survey or something, also that is always and that's
All right.
As a superintendent, you in your remarks, you said sometimes when you sit in town, you see some of the disadvantaged youth as well, giving them a little thing as usual. Did you sometimes share with them the minds of leaving the street in years back?
The whole idea of
oh,
leaving the
yes,
streets.
oh yes, that would make us good friends. Not just giving him out, but having a conversation with him and telling him the importance of living a better life off the street. And look, every one of us on our structural family.
No.
When we were born in Nigeria, when we were born in Africa, when you were born, especially in West Africa, you got to come from one structural family. But we can't allow the society or the condition that we were born to dictate our future.
All right.
Have that conversation with them.
Th-
And I hope you also have it with them too. On your different media.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Let's talk to Councillor Bronskin. Councillor Charlie Bronskin, welcome to the media. How are you today?
I'm great. How y'all doing?
Yeah, we saw you in a very horrid movie You came in though at the very end of the program. But give us your own impression about the activity here today.
Senator Dillon is doing the work of God, and we should not take it lightly. I say God cannot come down and move. He has to use men and women to do his work, and this is what's happening here. We all know that one of the biggest challenges to development in our country is the human capital. And we know that the drug epidemic has ravaged Latvia, especially with the women. Let's just be frank, I'm a woman, and we know that we see many women suffering from the drug, either taking the drugs or transporting the drugs. So we are so happy to see that he, Senator Dillon, has dedicated his life's work, this program to women. So we're grateful, and we're here to support him and these young women in any way we can.
Following this program today, what do you look forward to as far as everything that's going on here is concerned?
We look to these young women graduating, recovering, and recovering must be a sustained recovery, and then joining society to contribute in a way that moves like that forward. And I also want to say that I also came to speak on behalf of the hotel. She and I were just in Buchanan.
Mhm.
You know, we left at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I want to say thank you to her as well because she has been involved in this whole program. Senator Taylor.
Okay, so I just want to divert a bit. Um, the last election, you and the protest on two opposing sides. Now you said you and her were just in Green Basel County, and you even came to speak on her behalf. How is the relationship like now?
Personal and politically, the relationship is perfect.
Perfect.
It's a perfect relationship. It's a relationship that helps move like forward.
Okay, but are you still with the ends?
You see, they want to talk about local. We were never with the ANC. I never left the Liberty Party. If you know, the Liberty Party and ANC joined the Congo Party, CPP.
Okay.
Right? So I never, you know, my father is the founding father of the Liberty Party. I can never leave. But CPP, but so, but I don't think that party.
You choose one side.
That's
See?
why that's why 2020 we the person now go to 2020 now. We in 2025.
Thank you for talking to the media. Well, folks, Spoon TV. Let's see if we speak with the senator.
A vision bearer of this trip when he was chief of staff in our office.
Okay, so Honorable Chief of Staff, welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Even though you're not there again, but we still have the once a Chief of Staff, always a Chief of Staff. Yeah, so you
And so
being
I
the
answer to
yeah, so you being the vision bearer of the area today, seeing this place like this with a dedication of a new annex, how do you feel being one of the vision bearers of the initiative?
Well, listen, I am very proud when you plant a seed or when you're part of the process that plant a seed to grow and the seed is germinated and it's doing very well, you're happy and you're very proud. So I mean, I'm happy with those who are here continuing the efforts that we started. And the best part of it is that we are getting results that we dream of. I'm not saying that we don't just announce about 200 persons have passed through this facility, and only 3 or so have gone to relapse. It shows that there's a lot of success. It shows that this entity, the way we funded it, the procedures that we put in place was in the right direction, and a lot of people are having relief through these processes.
So, taking into consideration the dedication of another annex today, what do you foresee? What do you look forward to after a dedication here today? Despite everything that has been done in time past, what do you look forward to as far as the vision of this institution is concerned?
So an additional annex means that we have a lot of projects ahead and we need an additional facility to attend to this project or to this program. The initial intent for this facility was for us to run as a pilot. So I know that vision stays continued, that is the Center for Rehabilitation and Reintegration. We have a facility one day that will be on the path to a technical that was the actual plan. So this facility the additional facility is a step in the right direction, but the ultimate goal would be to have a facility that is from 10 people daily the growing number of people that are affected, by these drugs program and
All right, Mr. Kula, thanks for talking to us. All right, so folks, we're still here. We're going to at some point speak briefly with the senator. But these are some of the young women, men and women here at the facility, current undergoing rehabilitation. At some point, they get reintegrated in society, and this you see right here is the center um, that is taking the charge when it comes to this initiative. Uh, and so we will briefly speak with the senator, Senator A.B. Darius DeLong, as we gradually wind down on this. We're looking forward to taking you to that annex as well, the additional annex that was just dedicated today here at the Center for Rehabilitation and Reintegration here in Cooper Farm community in Painesville. Drugs remain a major pandemic in Liberia. A very good number of young people, men, women, old, young, are having a serious fight. They're falling prey. Some are taking on the fight. Some have survived the fight. Some have succeeded in, um, you know, breaking that chain of addiction that they've struggled with over the years. There are several centers across the country that have embarked on this journey to ensure that drug addiction is fought, that young Liberians or Liberian citizens who have fallen prey to the situation of addiction can come out clean. In some instances, the folks have come out, but they've gone into relapse. That means they go through the rehab centers, and at some point, they fall back into the whole trap of drug addiction. There has been several efforts across the country over the years. One of the biggest we've seen so far was a mass gathering of cross section of Liberians, civil society organizations in the country on the grounds of the legislature, where they were calling on the government, calling on state actors to aid in the fight against drugs in the country. It was a mass gathering. It brought together thousands of Liberians. But even after that, the situation remains a major one in the country, and efforts are being made from every angle. Lots of rehab centers across the country have reported situations where when these young people come out, they'll go into relapse, they'll fall back into the usual habits. Plans are still on the way by the government to come up with a major national agenda or some sort of policy, though we know we have the drugs law passed already, but to come up with some major government sponsored initiatives that will really beef up the fight. But why this is going on, what you see here is just a part of the little steps that are being taken from the private perspective, private citizens to take on this fight. And this rehab center you see here is sponsored by Senator Abraham Darius DeLong and his partners. And this center, according to him, have succeeded in helping about 200 young people across the country. And of course, we want to take you in here to give you an idea of, okay, this is the center, an additional annex dedicated today. Okay.
I mean, it's one thing to have a rehabilitation for them to train to have the life skills, the training skills.
Fish, yeah. Yes. Please.
So, having us the computer literacy.
I'm emotional about it.
Can I, okay, so first, can I have this start here? All right, so.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of our supporters normally learn that to be officers. Well, in the school, we will have a channel taking. Me and let her person. She said she looked at one day, she said, yeah, some money to buy a sewing machine and the board. I think they covered out two. Two, eh? So then they bought decided to add 3 more. So we have 5. So what are they doing? Computer literacy. They also
And practical ones, because this is self-sustaining.
Yeah.
So you learn how to sew, you can also sew for yourself, for your children.
Yeah. And when you graduate for you, you go outside there, you get contract, you can kind of sew and to make your money for yourself. Yeah. Oh,
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
you're welcome. Yeah, and so and in fact, a lot of goodwill organizations, they don't really for other kinds of donations. We have received donations from Supreme System, from Native Parliament, from Anipastani, and Foundation, and Thomas Foundation, and yeah, something, some parents too. It's kind of happy, actually, that's all right. You know, the kind of
I know.
All right, so
yeah. Yeah, praise the Lord.
Yes, of course we have.
Yo, my man, keep man. Hey, no, eh? What is the started there? No, not a song. Oh, that one, I hear she can be talking.
Yes.
So now you just speak up.
She knows she can talk.
No, we just let her in. So,
Yes.
you go and bring your.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem for her. When you come, you will.
I'll ask
I will not be here. I come in. Number two, two Christmas. Yeah?
Yes.
I will come here. Maybe some of my friends and myself will come. So we can celebrate Christmas. You want me to come Christmas Day?
Yes, sir. Yes.
On Christmas Day? Christmas Day, I have a Sunday in my community.
I love my restaurant.
What you doing, man? You love what's good up? You love my sister? You love me? And you want to guide you, man? Yeah, you want to go for it, guys. Well, America, no, you just said that. That another one guy. I think someone what bishop? Eh? Yeah, the great bishop. They want the inside for almost you can sit out all night. You can sit on the table now. First, I used to be here around my people, waiting for us to washing car. According to treating a podcast today on the table. He working?
You're working out.
Yeah. He you know, Janet, Miss Wagner, she's the ambassador brand of the church. Okay. Hey, I can see Janet, eh?
Yes.
You can't wait, eh? Yes. So you can be ambassador too, eh? Yes. Don't worry, you'll be ambassador. Okay. Look at my baby. Wow.
Oh, big.
Yes. She left from here too.
One more time.
Yes. That your baby? See? You see how your baby beautiful, healthy? You see how you look nice? Yeah. Hello, baby. Do you want to let me know? Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever you're watching from. Thank you for being here tonight, this evening. Thank you for your patience. We appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching the Nightly Exchange. Today is December 12th, guys. Still is December 12th over here. So if you're in Liberia, I know you're in the 13 now, and sometime maybe Australia or somewhere. Yeah, but we in the States we're still crossing over. Yeah, please share the show. Go to your YouTube, your Facebook, and share. If you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube, please do so. And come back, comment while the show is on. If you feel like you want to come on, the link is in the comment section. Come and let's discuss. On the show, like we always say, this is not CNN. This is not ABC. This is not Channel 10. Okay, this is a bunch of a platform that a bunch of Liberians, young Liberians, come together and just, everyone has their own size. Okay, that is support here. So we just want to we just come together to take part in the discussions that is going on in our country. Say space, come on, and let's have that discussion. It gets heated here sometimes because everyone have their sides, right? And then when you know, things are going the other way, it gets challenged. And as the host, I have my side too. There's no journalism 101 here, and I think we all know that by now. So, with that being said, please share and feel free to comment if you can take part in the discussion on by joining us. Please do so. Please share, and we appreciate you greatly. So, it's a lot going on in our country today. Guys, I'm under the weather. Oh, I'm so tired today. Yes. But I'm here. We weren't here last night, so try to make up for for yesterday. It's a lot going on. I would say again. But we all owe it to our country to also come in, chime in on the discussion, But before the guys can come on, like the videos I was just showing, this is some of the bigger problem that we have in our country, the drugs, in our country. We have, I don't know, after Senator Dillon's rehab, I think we have a few of them, but this is the only one that is free so far that I know of. That is free and that is been helping the community, the country. Helping young girls and mostly women that I see in there, by the way. I don't know why that is, because there are a lot of guys on the street too doing this drug thing. So, but maybe the women are focused to this program. I don't know. You have guys there too, but the women are more. So, and I think it's doing pretty well. And people are seeing it and they're donating. So if you are in a position to, please do so, right? Don't look at this guy is not on the same political party as me, because we do that a lot as Liberians. And I think we need to stop. When there's something that is for a good cause, we should support. I don't think this rehab. When you go to the rehab, it's not asking anyone, are you a Unity Party supporter? Are you a Liberty Party supporter? Are you a CDC supporter? It's just for young Liberians who needs help, who need help getting off the street, who need help getting rehabilitated. So this is a cause for every one of us to support. We can't just always be, the government is not doing nothing for drugs, the government is not doing this. And like we always stay here, right? Building a nation, developing a nation with a human development or infrastructure or whatever is all of our business. We do the little part that we can do. We play our own part. The government has the biggest piece, right? But they can't do it all. Where we, even in this country, you have organizations that donate to, or people that donate to organizations that for a good cause, that are doing something, for a good cause to donate. Okay, while the government has this part to play in other areas, they do that. So I think that's something that we should practice doing in our country, and people should know, avoid the politics. We should do that. And this is one of the areas, because we all always say on platforms or be writing on social media how worried we are about our country, about how drugs is taking over, about the young people, about this. Do something about it. You don't have to have $2 billion, $2 million, $1 million, 100,000 to go start a rehabilitation center. Where you see someone has already started that initiative, your $20, your $50, your $100 if you can't afford it, can be of help to that program, right? That's a way of helping. You don't have to do it all. You can help in that way too. And I always like to say these things and kind of point it out because it's it's beneficial to everyone. Void of politics and political parties and whatever, it benefits everybody. So that's why I like to point these things out. And that thing, we sure. I mean, the girl that was sitting right there in front of Senator Dillon, I think a while ago when they started the whole campaign about saying no to drugs, that little girl was flown in as, was it the Center Street Cemetery or whatever? She was really, really like skinny. She was really skinny, bad off. I didn't even know that was her. So when he said, "Look at my baby," and I started looking at her, I'm like, "Oh, that's that little girl." I wish I had her picture. I'll be able to put it up now and then show that video. So that's there's some good things are being done in that area that we should, all employ. I know a lot of people always saying that, "Oh, what is it that they don't say he will not take this money? What is he doing now? What is it that they don't vow not to take those money? He was using it to build do projects in communities, right? In Maserado. But since the foundation started, it started to go straight there because he felt that they needed more. And I think that's right. Because it's still, I mean, we've seen them doing great, right? But you can see that it still need more. A lot has to be done. And today they're adding, they are kind of extending the facility or extending the area, which is a big deal because in our case, I think we know that it's being crowded. It's doing, a lot of people are showing up, and if it wasn't working, if things were not happening, I don't think they would be adding on, and so that's a good thing. Plus, they don't have to pay. Okay, it's free. They're teaching their skills. Those machines that were being shown in the video, teaching them people, I guess, who want to learn how to sew. You do that, and then when you graduate, you go out there. You heard the senator. When you get a job, I mean, when you get a contract, somebody wants you to do something, and you don't have their own, equipment yet. You can go back there, use those machines, and get it done, and keep the money for yourself. I think that's a good thing. We should applaud it, and we should all contribute to it if we can. And let the spirit lead you, right? Let your hearts. What if we all from Liberia? What if that was your family? What if that was somebody friends or somebody like that? You don't have to know somebody there now before you do that. You never know, So I think that's a good thing. We should pay attention to that. We should learn how to give to a good cause. We shouldn't wait for a political party to be having election and then we're all happy. We got to support this political. Because, I know the 2023 election, there was a lot of money spent. A lot of people were supporting, which is a good thing because people do support political party too. But when these good causes come around, we should also have that same energy that we do when it comes to political party and a political leader or an individual that we love and support. With that being said, that's all I wanted to say about that. And I hope that, the message goes far and resonate with people as we all fighting to make Liberia drug free. I don't know if we can do that, but at least put it under control, right? I don't know if it can be free, but put it under control. Yes, and we all have to play our parts. Say something, point it out. If you know them, point them out. And whoever doing drugs in your community, you don't have to go there. Rest in please, don't do that. You don't have to go there. You can just point it out, just go to the authority and just tell them. That's another way of helping too, getting it out of your community. Yeah, wish you all be so. With that being said, today there was a there was a raid. I think I should call it that. At a political, no, not a political. I'm sorry, a musician house. Let me find this stuff and read it. And yeah, hold on 1 second. Let's see, Mr. Davis. How you doing there, big guy?
You?
How you doing, Mr. Davis? How are you?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm blessed. It is well. That's all I'm gonna say. It is well.
I'm home today, so I don't work.
Yeah, you're home today. See you.
The Tuesday morning.
Wow. Okay. Enjoy your vacation.
Your
mini vacation.
Every week.
Oh, every week. Okay.
I work Tuesday at 12 midnight to Friday at 8 a.m. I'm done. 11 to 8, 11 to 8, 11 to 8, all the rest of the day.
Overnight shift. Gray hour shift.
Yeah, I get whole weekend. The whole of Friday, I get it to myself. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I get it to myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good. But anyways, what's going on? What's on your mind? What's happening? What did you notice today in the country?
What I noticed in the country.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, what
what's eating you up about Liberia?
That little girl where they beat at the school, where I didn't see police doing anything. When coming over, we were reporting that no police, and look at the school facility. I think most of the school then the Ministry of Education need to go and close most of them down. That place not the school, they're some kind of ghetto area. Then they beating somebody for having rain in a report card one ray. And the person thinks that the person not responding to treatment now up to now at the Cali hospital. Can you imagine?
Wait, what were they doing? Were they taking a stick and mugging the person?
And they can put you on the bench. Then two person hold you up front, two person hold you to your legs. Then they beat you.
On your butt.
Your butt. Or behind the girls, then they can beat them behind their legs. They used to do that thing on the mission while on the mission.
Behind your leg?
Your legs. You don't want to beat on your body when I feel it. So they can beat them below that.
That's not true.
Amy, when they beat the girl like a baby boy on their butt, they will not feel it as compared to they beat them.
What do you mean by the girl like a baby butt? Baby butt is not part of that body?
No, they're not part of that.
That big boy you can feel.
What most of them used to do, they used to put cartoon there.
Now you're saying something.
So what the people used to do, they used to beat them behind their legs. Right below
well, the only thing I'm gonna say about that is doing that, beating students in school is not new, right? I know we live in the Western world now. We call it, I don't know, some people will call it abuse, but the people are just throwing words out there because they think they are white people now. That abuse is different from disciplining, a child. There's a way if you are just beating this person all over the body and you don't know certain areas of the body, when you touch there, those things happen, right?
Yeah.
If you're not like beating on the butt and in the hands, which I had before when I was little in Liberia, I did. It hurts. We did that, and I think I had that before, and I think there are tons of people who had that before me, after me, So those were things that those were some of the things that shape our culture, that have respect and in school, the the teacher and stuff like that, right? Those things I mean, knowing that, I don't think it is anything wrong with that. That's something but some teachers do go far, right? They do take it too far. They go to the extent of beating, the child everywhere on their body and something, and doing it. Watch you're giving the person 1 or 2 or 3 lashes or 4 lashes or 5. Why are you going to the extent of beating that person till like they start breathing? Like, then what are you doing? Because if not everybody can take pain that for that long, So you have to be careful when you're doing it. So you're disciplining, I get it, but you have to be careful that it doesn't, you don't go overboard. You don't get to the point that, it's just some people just overdo it. That's what I'm saying. Because I remember vividly, how old was that? But my family always says that I got a very something brain, right? Or memory. Since then, I remember a lot of things when I was 5, 6 years old and stuff like that. There was this, I'm not going to call it school name, God in the school. In the school, we could call her teacher Pepper. I couldn't stand IMF. Everything was beating about late and all this. And he just used to overdo it like you his child. He would be, no. But the only thing is that, like I said, we grew up with those things, and in some way too, while we may be in the Western world, I think that is a bad thing and this and that. In some way, some of them are bad, but in some way, those are some of the things that shape our culture at the time, right? The respect, the upbringing from school to the community to stuff like that. If you're not overdoing it, I don't have a problem with it. But the part where you go and take off somebody's clothes or look at somebody's bare skin or going more than 20, 50, 40 lashes on somebody's child, that is just too much. I think that is overboard. You shouldn't be doing that. And if that's what happened to that person and they're not responding to treatment, like what were they doing? Were they using stick to mug them or what?
Beating her up into her chest everywhere.
Beating her on her chest and everywhere?
What her late sister said. When you watch the video, that her late sister the interview first. Then the mother was just crying, and the proprietor inside, they can't even count outside. She like her saying, she came outside, she said, when I put her on the camera.
Yeah, that's why she was not gonna be out.
She said she's a big woman in the AFL, so they can't do nothing. They say police be okay, and her husband says they're not going nowhere.
They run the school?
Yeah. They live in the school. They live to the same place.
So they own the school?
Yeah, they own the school.
Well, if something like that happened, that's not the answer you're supposed to be giving people that you this person, you that person, nothing can be. If you hurt somebody's child, you kill somebody's child, I don't care who you are. You will get held accountable for it. So what are you talking about?
I'm surprised that the police to come and leave that the problem without arresting anybody or something.
The police went there?
Her mother took her to the hospital. The sister tried to get other people no way. And she got to talk to one of her teachers. Our teacher gave her the phone and said, Mom, you got to come. Your daughter is breathing 1-1. That's the woman came. When the woman came, she knocked the door to almost infinity. And the guy said, take the lady inside and start wasting water on her. She couldn't say, come out. So the man got to come. Tirelessly, they opened the gate. They took the lady to the hospital. So
wow.
For the time the man came, all that one, they got rushed back at the hospital when they knew that the girl was not breathing.
I think they got scared. That's what it is.
They got to take care of the girl.
You still gotta, yeah. If you telling me that they took her to the hospital and she's not responding to treatment, she could have stay right there and die in her hand. If that is the case, you can't keep the person there when they're not, when they're in certain condition. Maybe that's why the mother was crying, because the condition she's in. But I don't think that because of, her getting something, what they did to her, if that's what they did, beating her everywhere in her chest and doing all of that, then no, that's no discipline. That's abuse. That's what they call abuse right there. That was not disciplining.
The ugly thing about it is that no student should talk. Any student thought it would be you or they will expect you something. So all the children, when they asking them, say, I don't know, I'm not here. I don't know.
Yeah, because they're trying to cover her up. That's why they're telling them not to say anything. They're trying to cover her up, but you can't cover up for stop her sister from saying something. So, I mean, I think they need to investigate that before it repeats itself. They can't keep doing that because the next time you don't know what might happen.
I sent you the video.
You can't do that. You have to let me see. You have to investigate that. That's abuse. If that's what happened, that is abuse, and we need to call it that. That is not discipline. You don't discipline a child and be.
The same thing happened to us to Secretary mission when on a mission, that inland mission. When the missionary left, they start bringing bench us out to put people on the bench to beat people. When the white people left, because the white people left 88, 89, they start putting people on the bench to beat people. I mean, I'm telling you a true story. When you call nursing class, the teacher will just mark your name down. At the end of the week, they can call you on Friday. You can't lay down on the bench and grab you, they beat you 25.
For talking?
For making nursing class. The teacher will not tell you.
Why you can't just put a person out?
No, the teacher will not tell you shut up. So continue teaching. But they mark your name down. 4 or 3 teachers report you get beaten for Friday. You get the first 25. I think they can start with 10 or 5. Then you can claim. Every time you call noise, you claim.
Yeah, see, that's why I mean when I say some people can take it too far because they've been doing it and nothing happened. So they take that too far.
And you see one other lady, see how they beat her, see the mother on her. They almost split her skin too.
Yeah, that's abuse. I'm sorry. Something has to get done to that school. That is not disciplining.
If you show the pastoral school, you will say they will close the school than me.
That is not disciplining. That is abuse.
You
can't be beating people's children that they are a bunch of thieves and stuff like that. No, that's not what you do.
They said she can boast with it. I can beat people in my school.
That is ridiculous. You're beating people, you should know how you're doing it before you hurt somebody's child. There's a way you can, but you think if you're trying to do it like you playing sports, that's not good. Then something has to get done about that. You need to get reported and arrested because, let me see, let's play the video.
As Barrier Academy right here. This is the school where I'll show you. This is the school here around the Catholic Sophie community. This is the school where it's been alleged that a child was beaten severely by one of the teachers here, leaving her in coma, and she was taken to the Catholic hospital. We were just called here, and what we learned after she was flogged, the mother came to this particular gate, and that's the mother there. We will be talking to the mother shortly. That's her right there. There are other students who was flogged, and you see, that's the school right here known as Barrier Christian Academy of Excellence, and we'll try to see if we can get some information there. But that's the mother right there. Let's come out here. Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
What's going on?
I sent my daughter to school that morning. They wouldn't call me, see, they care about my name, but I call me, say, Mama, come, Rosie dying, or the be Rosie breathing, what? Well, they want uniform, the student, they want my daughter in the area, they my daughter draw up.
That's her uniform?
The uniform, yeah. The Now the brother oh, is there something where? Now the brother oh my daughter. Now how the children help me, rush out to carry hospital, they told they come for all they get rid of me. Now yeah, now I bury people to the me, say all the trouble here.
And do they have teachers here? Anybody?
Now the teacher they be my daughter, oh. Now the teacher they be my daughter. Now the teacher they be what? Now the teacher they be my daughter, oh. Now the teacher they be my daughter.
So we're trying to see if we can get any student here that saw the beating. Any one of you here? How are you? All right. What happened at the school? Come and stand right here. Let's use this. What happened? What happened at the school?
This morning we were in class.
Uh-huh.
Everybody outside look come. We keep outside. The ball outside. Everybody start calling me. They see for fire. They feel again.
Uh-huh.
So they call all the other classes. They reach my class. They call me Bugana. Say they pass the other class. They be the training at it. They reaching the 10th class. You call my sister up. You call local. They not so she said that nobody should go. She will learn by herself. For now, later now the teacher said the more they start going naked. She funny when the learner she get on for the blow. I the teacher tell about it. Started beating when it was summer. As she tell man, they started beating when she fell from them. She went. She started. She went to cry. No one to cry. She was before. I went for water. Wasting water.
You people went to wastewater,
Yeah. When it was water, no way. I just start shouting. Oh yeah. You can't come your sister coming down or she prefer one. That way my sponsors will carry what inside. We say what and brain what stay.
They didn't call the hospital or something?
No.
They kept her in the corner.
Yes. So I went, I asked they gave more for a phone come on. She said she gave me more phone. I asked the fellow children to give me. When I asked my home teacher, she gave me a phone. I called my mother. I tell my mother, say my sister before. Now Mama knocking the gate. They give Mama open the gate. She open the gate. I told my sister to carry her in the chair. I blow. They went for they sent for babe. The woman having a school. She allowed herself all inside.
Where is she?
She inside the fence. So the blood no way. Like I'm marking the tour, the carry to the hospital.
And your sister stay at the hospital?
Yes.
How old is she? These are all students from the school?
Yes.
Which one of you saw it?
They say the children when I asleep, nothing.
There's a girl who I saw. Let's see where they. Okay. Wow. So guys, look at this. Is they beat you too? So you see the mark there from wow. Wow. There's another place. Take a look again. Take a look again. She said what?
So when we came, we went inside the blood police, my sister blood police, they refused to go. He said he will be anywhere. They connected one wherever my school, that my school can beat children. My school can beat children. And the woman said,
beat them to kill them?
They can beat them in my own. They beat my son, my sister in school 2 years. You were a mother to carry hospital. And the reason why I take my children school there, my children with me. He refused to go. He said,
what's the condition of your niece now?
She stayed at the hospital. She stayed at the hospital, carry hospital.
Is she conscious?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. This is horrible.
You know, when you go in front, you will see the principal, you will come outside, you see them when I interview.
This is horrible. No, you can't. This is not disciplining. You can't be doing that to the people children that come into school like there's some field workers.
Okay, we're gonna go out there to see if we can. Is there anybody? Is there anybody? That's where
I'm forces of Liberia. The kitchen inside, we probably put our but they can't go nowhere. Since the day we been they can't go nowhere. Mama, they carry the girl with level, then the daughter looking after her. I went to the police station.
Wow, if you're watching, guys, this wow. So if you're watching, is that I'm hearing Madam Esther Kunkama. Esther Kunkama. Okay, Dre, thank you. Also, please tag the Ministry of Education. This is a call for Madam Esther Kunkama. Madam here?
No.
Who here?
Anybody
here? But who the children there? Who are here? Yeah, get inside. Hello. So we're in the fence finally. We're trying to see. Hello. Hello. Let's get inside that. So this is the school. Can somebody tag the Ministry of Ministry of Education? Hello. Yeah. Is anybody here? Were you here when they beat the little girl? Huh? Huh? You were not in school?
I was in school. Well, I was in when it started.
What happened? What you know?
I was in the bathroom.
But what did you hear?
I heard said Rose not having one red.
Uh-huh.
15 latches.
15 latches?
Yes.
Because she had one red.
Yeah.
How did they beat her?
I said I was in there.
Yeah, I know, but what did you hear? What did they say? Okay.
I don't want to hear. They carry her. Then something between where she run from there. She went down there. And she was having ginger sauce, ginger sauce. Then she brought down there from there. She went in the class now. I know it. Mama said, I said I wasn't here, but I want to hear from my friends.
Right.
Like chilling in down there.
Okay. So, who all behind the place there? The children behind the mattress. Oh, the small children? Okay. Yeah. Why you crying? You not cry. You shouldn't cry. No, you're not doing nothing. You start crying. You're not crying. No, we're not looking for you. You go. So the kids. You go, yeah? Nobody do nothing for you. So the kids are coming.
Oh God, that's funny. When the other kids get mine and crying, when I do nothing.
Let me show you the school. How it looking?
I've seen the school already. I was just about to say it. The school is not. No, that's abuse. No, I'm sorry. That one is not discipline. Seen that little girl skin? You don't beat people children like that. What's wrong with you? You don't beat people children and mock them like that. Nah, they need to arrest them. What does she mean by she's a she worked with the armed forces or she's a army woman. So you think you can just, because you army person, you can just go ahead and just do anything you want to anybody in the country? Is that a mentality they got?
Yeah.
And you can't respect the police. They came in there. The police can, he or she said they were not going.
And how many people do something? Police people can arrest them. They can bring another. They can bring one or two too. You didn't see it the other time when they arrested the other army guy. They say, "You wear helmet, you don't wear helmet." You say, "Why the other people are passing?" But the motorcycle is the rail. And our brother crowd is not beating police people. The army people came outside, is beating police.
Yeah, no, something got to be done about this. Yeah, they need to. Something the Ministry of Education. That place does not look like a school to me. Is filthy. I mean, where's the yard?
They will show you the yard. Then you will know how they dump the place. They can put it there. You can see how it almost close the whole school at the back.
That is not good for their health.
They say somebody fell in one water there that one of the woman daughter rescued the late child. In the day child can get drowned. Right there. They got water there. In the same school, yeah. Compound, they got water there like some of the swamp.
Oh no, yeah, that school need to be closed down. It need to be shut down.
Why
they need to stop letting people just open their backyard and post fuel something there and start calling it school. They need to stop that. They need to be inspecting these schools. People, children are going, that the mission is safe, and somebody can call it school. And just open some backyard place, and then you call in the school, and then you talking about community people know you can beat children. Nobody talking about you not beating children, but community people know you can abuse children, because that's what you're doing. That's not a disciplining them. And that shouldn't be happening. No, you can't beat somebody. And if they had somebody that happened to somebody before, like the lady was saying, somebody passed out before from the beating, then why is the school still open? Why are they still allowing them to do this?
One man said he talked to the education minister last night and so studying was there, but they particular school before.
And nothing was done about it. Yeah, they need to, something needs to be something about it. And we'll play that video again tomorrow. We'll continue to play it till, I know we're not a whatever big old platform and I poking something, but something needs to be done about that. That's wrong. You can't do that. I mean, I don't have problem with discipline, but like I said, I told you some people can take it overboard, and that is what I talk about, taking it overboard. You don't do that. If I even go pick up my child and saw that on them, trust me, you won't be worried about the police. You have to be worried about me, especially you saying something to me that I don't like, telling me that nothing can happen to you. Okay. You don't have to worry about the police doing something to you. No, that's wrong.
There are some communities that school down to there.
Yeah, that's wrong. It needs to be shut down. Nope. Welcome, Morris.
Yeah. Thank you, Amy. Mr. David.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Good, and you?
I can't complain. Good to be here.
So, Mr. Davis came with what's on his mind, and that's something that been catchy, and I think you were watching for the back end or not today.
No, I did watch. I watched it.
Yeah, so that's what we're just talking about. You can chime in if you want
to. Yeah, I saw. I watched the clip, not the entire clip, but I watched and I listened to you and Brother David. Look, you see, when our society change, human being change, we have to conform ourselves to the current day reality. First time, people used to beat children in school and stuff like that. Does it even work now? No. Because there are a whole lot of laws, there are a whole lot of regulations, there are a whole lot of things, child right, the other right, to the extent where even your own child that you born, they can tell you a certain way to treat your child. Your own child you born, you can't beat your child to a certain level. You can't treat your child a certain level. Now to talk about somebody else. Right. Your own child that you born, they will tell you, say human right, this and that. You can't beat your own, you can't discipline your own child to the way you think you should discipline that child in a form and manner. No way. Nobody can beat my child in a form and manner. No way. Under no condition.
It's not disciplining, no.
And you know, Amy, this is why sometimes the violence can be so much in the country. If I were that woman are crying, I'm not crying down there. If I were that woman, you beat my child in that form of manner. I go to the school, y'all are going in front of me.
You can't talk about you. I'm a woman. Nothing can happen to you.
There you standing crying. They're not crying in there. That gate will open. That gate will open. Seriously, look. There recently, 2024, when Liberia. Look, right here, Mora get a habit when people go to Liberia, and only Liberia can do that thing. What are you telling me for? Yeah, right here, Mora get a habit when people go Liberia. It can take 2-3 days, or a week before you even get your luggages. That normal thing there. It just.
I don't like to ride with them.
Okay, right with them. Again, normal thing for Mora. So December, that whole lot of early the election just went like bureau this and that. So when there people were going to the headquarters, to the office, people more than 100% going there. The other person say, "Oh, 1 week I've been here 1 week. I can't see my day. I've been here 1 week. We can cancel the whole day. We'll go back. We can't even get what's in it.
Wow.
We can cancel the whole week. I'm telling you, the whole place used to be packed. One guy and myself." And they're so cheeky. The people that are working to the store, ladies, they're so cheeky.
Nobody customer service. They all
no
like
customer service. Amy, one guy and myself, we say, what? We'll buy our ticket. We came here, you're giving your chicken up. That day we said nobody will enter the store. We almost pull fire. The guy myself almost pull fire too. They gotta call police. I don't know EEU or how they call it.
EPS.
Yeah, EPS. They gotta call it. Yeah, go on live. They were on spoon.
for the president, right?
There's some kind of I know EROU, some kind of
EROU.
EROU. It was on spoon. The guy myself would say this place, this office, nobody will enter the office today. They call they call the police. But you can do nothing. That day, they had a meeting. They say they promised all that they will send. They will call the people in Morocco. They will charter special flight. Ask anybody know that story. Tomorrow, they say we'll charter special flight. All the luggages are in Morocco from Liberia. It will come. We say, okay. And for sure, the next day, it came. It came the next day.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, yes.
I'm not right.
So, sometimes these things, they violate, that one made the whole country just looking. You can't beat my child in a form of manner. I go to the school, I be crying, passing around crying.
He
What is that?
locking door and talking about
He locking door.
That person,
Where the child?
that you call school.
Where the child uncle? Where the child father? Where the other family members? It's just sad, man. Nobody can treat my child. No way.
Some bad community, that woman will come outside with running.
The whole school said the whole school said they gotta be praised whether that school said or not burn down. I beg you.
I mean, if you would even do something like that and have a good way of talking to somebody and say, okay, so maybe it went wrong, this is what happened, but we're trying to do that and it went out of hand. This ain't no the way you would talk to the person, maybe in my son, but the person's child is in the hospital. They're saying they're not responding to treatment. Then you locking door. Then you stay
Right.
you can talk. God forbid that little child lose her like that. Oh, you playing. That's why I say you're not being worried about the police at this point.
Then you don't say, oh my child, y'all came out that one. Y'all like you really? What the child? So no other family member from that child? No uncle, no father, no brother, no other relative.
That's wrong. I mean, we're not condoning,
So what about the community member?
something here, but there's nonsense in like, bro, where people think that they can just do anything and get away with it. It has got to stop. This is not how you treat other people's children. You don't do that. I don't know what kind of school that is.
He said the child may read at your business.
Like you pay the school fee, but
yeah, like you pay. Yeah, seriously, if the child may read at your business,
just build them. Let them repeat the class. That's all you have to do. But you don't have to build them.
just back on.
It's something to encourage people to study, but you going overboard with it like that, no, that is something you can't do that. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. You can't do that. Because I mean, like I said, from the way, like anyway, you said as time changes, you gotta, adjust to the new norm, right? But from when I was little, like bro, from what I know,
Right.
when I hear stuff like that, it don't really something much with me because I, grew up in that city and nobody treated me like they were, killing me. They did it in a way that, giving us 3 to 4 licenses in our hands and stuff like that on your butt, 1, 2, 3. But it wasn't anything like they were beating somebody and putting mark on them like this and doing all of that. And I always have mark in my hand, by the way, because of my complexion. So they never used to beat me on my skin. It's always on my butt. They used to do that because when they did that, I always used to bruise. So yeah, but you can, beat people children all over the place. Look at that little girl that was showing her legs, right? Look how they split her skin like that. No, you can't be treating them like they're some kind of criminal coming to school and then what they're supposed to come learn and then they're scared. Oh, they're going to school, they're worried that they're going to get beaten, they're going to get treated like no. That's traumatizing. You can't do that.
The school are free school? Even if they're free school.
You pay school fee.
I don't think so. I don't think
so. Christian school or SNN. I'm working on SNN that.
Even if they're free school, so what?
Students in what? Before you even call it, but anyway, people can just call that stuff anything these days. They throw names out there. Because like I said, the school, what's wrong with you? Not me, Mr. David. The school doesn't look like it's even supposed to be, it doesn't look like it's supposed to pass for a school, number one. And we didn't go through the video all the way because the video is kind of long. But Mr. David saying that in the backyard, let me see if I can skip it to that. He's saying something like water back there. And just, I mean, why would somebody, do people just get up? I don't know how this is working, like, bro, and just say the open school or do they get inspection? Morris, do you know anything about that? Is there any inspection done and all of those things?
Well, there's a regulations. There's a Ministry of Education regulation as to what qualify you, the criteria for you to be able to open school. Are they following it? That is a question that we all can ask. But there is a regulation, or there are regulations that want to should follow before opening school, high school, junior high. Oh yes, there are regulations that you should follow.
So
but like you said, anybody can leave on. I got a friend that left from here. He went like open. I think he open school. Everybody can open school in the country. They see us as a kind gesture to the country. And people start building bridge. So that's a.
Oh, but yeah, I said to me, people to record join me my three.
Yeah, so at the country, yeah, everybody can just jump on and say and they
just jump on and do anything.
Yeah, just do anything. Just at the country, yeah.
No, but let's see. I think at the back here they're showing.
I'm going to school. You see that? It says here, grade 6. Take a look at grade 6. All of these things. You have most of these makeshift schools in the country. Everybody's doing business. They own their school. And you see all of that. Look at these spikes over here. The students who hurt themselves. Look right outside here in the same school facility. Take a look at all the trash. Or here, litters are everywhere, and it smells here very, 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 very bad. And we're trying to. Huh? He died?
No. Check here.
Yeah, he didn't get drowned.
Wow. So you see the roof, just to give you something. You see what the roof look like. All of this stuff you see it out there. And we're hearing from even one of her daughters that the girl was able to take 15 lashes.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
That's more,
so sad.
that's more
If you're
tired.
calling us again, my name is Kwame Opawix. We're asking you, you see that it looks like it's kind of gated, but it's actually not gated because you can come from outside there and come into the fence. You can pass from the other side there and come inside here. Uh, this is Liberia for you guys. Guys go to, we don't even know if it is certified by the Ministry of Education and what have you, whether there are these safety measures put in place for the children or all of these different stuff of abuse and so forth that is happening. You see the gate here is corroded. There's just a wide space out there. someone say, I mean, it's not our role, Zanga, to call the police. It is, we're just here to inform. We're not here to enforce. Hello.
Calling the police
So
is
you
not
see,
enforcing.
the entire place is just this wide space. Okay, I'll show you. Take a look. Take a look at some of the mattresses they have here. You see that? Maybe for kindergarten. I mean, old chairs. There's nothing that looks like a school because you just
No,
got
it
this
doesn't.
wide space and the partition with cupboards and tiles, ceiling tiles, and then they partition it and say this is sixth grade.
Okay, so this is a problem I have with the parents too. Before you register your child in the school, aren't you inspecting the school too? Before you send your child to a school? Because why would you go look at place today and send your child and say they're going there to in a good learning environment? Look at the trash. Look. There is no yard. They just have the whole trash and something in
Why the government
it's bad for their health.
Why the government get
Those pointed things and those sharp objects, and then you got people's children in there beating them like they're some criminal in that. Oh no. Mm-mm.
the government inspector order them to be fired from ministry?
Exactly. If an inspector look at something like that and passed it and said that was cool, then yeah, something they themselves, somebody need to lose their job. They need to lose their job. But this is just so upsetting. But
Is it not Western country they will protest until the minister will resign?
this is, oh my God, this is horrible. Let's move on to the
They're not only one though, they plenty. They're not only one though.
I'm pretty sure
Plenty.
this one just brought attention on that stuff. That's why, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot in there. So guys, that was yesterday. It was just yesterday.
Before yesterday, because yesterday they were not sure.
Yeah, the first that they did. NAFA had a fish market, something going on, and I seen there's something that it was so is there something that they normally do in the country, or was this something that was it a one-time thing? What do you mean?
I think it kind of new. If that's something that they've been doing, probably been a long time. But of recent time, it's kind of new.
Okay, let me see.
Fish market day in Liberia. Come and buy your fish. Fish market day today in Liberia. This is the player, not player for your farmer, not player. Yeah, not player. Fish market day. See the crab? See the liver plastic, see the crab? That liver. See the crab already passed. I'm going to $10 for this crab. Let me the camera up out there. You saw it? Let's go to the where we have the fish farmers. Let's visit the fish farmers and see what they have. Camera go here. See what they got.
So guys, so this is oh yeah, I think this is the first time because it said NAFA launches first ever fish market day to support fishmongers, remote access to affordable seafood. The National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority, NAFA, is celebrating National Fish Market Day 2025, an initiative aimed at supporting local fishmongers and promoting access to affordable seafood. The event, held at NAFA headquarters on Bushore Island, is offering fishmongers a structured space to market their products with prices starting as low as $5. Ooh. NAFA says the celebration is designed to boost local commerce and enhance customers' access to fresh quality fish. Acting Director General of NAFA, Sarah Segbe, said the national government sees the occasion as an important step in organizing the contribution of fishmongers to the economy. But this is a good something, right? Because but anyway, I'll save my phone. Come here, Mr. Davis. What do you think about it? This is the first ever I've seen it, and I don't know, because I was seeing this fresh fish and big something that's why I got excited or whatever, and I told you. But I never heard of first of all, I never heard of the ministry called NAFA before. I don't know, because
the agency, not ministry.
oh, it's the agency. Okay, yeah, I never heard of anything like this before, and I've seen it. So is it new? I mean, were they just there? Were they operating? Like, talk to me. You and Morris might know more about it then.
Been operating very long time, not just today. Yes,
Okay.
administration. But let me say to it, NAFA came to bluff. They don't kind of help Liberian people.
Why you say that?
God say like that. Look at our 2 pieces of credit are nothing is $18. They're not talking about Liberian dollar. They're talking about US dollar. How many people can afford to get $5 which is 850 Liberian dollars to buy 1 piece of fish? Not also. That fish, that market is open for government officials to come buy, not for ordinary Liberians to come buy. Because ordinary Liberians will go buy la pojo to eat, la 50 la pojo, because there are no 50 Liberian that fish over there. Or there are no 100 or 150 Liberian. So when they were selling those products, they should bring it down to the lower people to see how the lower people can buy. But they brought it to official government. Official government open that place for. They open it for local people to buy. Because local people cannot even earn out to $5 to come to the market. They can't. $5 US to come buy 1 fish.
But is it normally expensive than that?
Yeah.
Because you're saying they're doing it cheaper. So would you say they're doing something?
To me, they're not doing something to the population. They're doing something for the group of people, not the population.
Okay.
From $5 US, how many people can afford $5 US everywhere?
Okay. So, Morris, what do you think about it? You think Mr. Davis said they're bluffing? It's not for the common people. It's for government officials. What do you think about this?
Now, Mr. David, right there, he said he own. So let me say my own. I think the National Fishery Agency or Authority it been operating, but just like it's a small agency. I think this guy Saros be trying to expand because some countries they got ministry, is a whole ministry by itself. Other countries they got Ministry of Fisheries. It's a whole ministry by itself. So I think he trying his best. I didn't follow the story, but I think the idea of the whole stuff is to make Liberians to know that look, we can eat our own fish, we can fish our own, we got fish in our own water, we can get it and sell it to our own Liberian people. Quite recently, I think that NAFA is able to secure a fishing boat.
Yeah.
I think quite recently a fishing boat I think that can take almost like 100 or 200 persons, something like that. Yeah, so and I think that there's a hope that they will need more. I think like 2 is in the pipeline. So he's trying to expand the agency, the fishery agency, because we got a lot of fish in our water. Look, all the things we can be buying sardine in there. We don't need to buy sardine from. We don't need to import sardine. We get fish. We get a lot of fish in our water. We get crab, all the things, shrimp. We get all the things. So the whole idea what he's doing, I don't know where Mr. David coming from, $5 US or $10 US, I don't know. But the whole idea is for Liberian to know that look, it's to bring in the fish to the Liberian people. That's the whole idea. So I think he's doing.
Mr. David is saying that he's not bringing it to the majority of the Liberian people, just few, because the prices they're calling, they can't afford that.
Well, that's Mr. David. What I'm saying is that the whole idea is just like cultural fear. The whole idea about the fish is to let Liberian, not even so much about the money, but
what kind of fishes?
Yeah, it's for Liberian to know that look, these are the kind of fish that we get in our water. If we support this, if we all come together, we get a lot of fish in our water. We don't even need to import fish, nothing. The whole thing is sardine, this and that. We don't need to. And that's the whole idea. It's not even about so much.
Yeah, mostly about awareness.
Exactly, awareness. Just all about it. It's the whole idea about it. So I mean, it's a good thing. And the Bwaka government, everybody like competition. Everybody trying to do their own way. Then NAFA been existing, but it been. People, a lot of agency people don't know about it being existing. NAFA been existing for.
I didn't know about it.
Even recently, what's the lady named Emma Glasgow? Emma Glasgow was the head of that agency, so it been existing. But I could say he doing well. I think he's trying to expand the whole agency, so that Liberian people can really know that we got this. This is what we have. You know, yeah. So that was the whole
So,
idea.
Mr. Davis, apart from the price and something, don't you think this is something good that for some of us, me, who didn't know that something that there existed because they were just there and not doing, anything, just there for the name or whatever. And this guy is doing it, showcasing it and doing the awareness. Yeah. Some like remember not a full, they $10 or the $5 and something. But we don't know how we don't know all of the prices in our market. So we can't say there's nothing there that they can't afford, right? But don't you think this is a good initiative, right? Making this agency to work like he's trying to do, like what his name, Maurice just said, right? Everybody's trying to shine. Like it's kind of like constructive, competition. Everybody wants their name to be out there that they are working. Shouldn't you, commend him for doing that instead of just focusing on the price?
The price make the people. It make the determination how many people are going to eat the fish. That's the price. We have 5 million people in Liberia. You bring fish that only half a 1,000 people can eat it. So what good is it doing for the rest of the people that 4-point-some more million people? It's not doing nothing good for them because the problem is that you gotta bring it down for the layman to afford for people. And even as they can get $1 a day to afford because Liberia is a very poor country. We call it poor country. Liberia is rich, but we call it poor country because what? Certain group of people that say in capital building and the second mansion, they take the wealth in their pocket. The other rest of the people, they don't get nothing. That's why I see the fish is sold in US dollar. So how many people are being paid in US dollar in Liberia? How many people? Only government officials.
So in the market, Mr. Davis.
Yeah.
Do you think they sell these fishes in the market for Liberian dollars for cheaper prices, and they're bringing it here and selling it for higher prices?
For me, I think when you go in the market, they get fish there. The other people can afford. People that can afford the $5 or $10 US.
So why would you? We don't know all of the prices that were in this market, though. So why did you just conclude that there was no fish that anybody else can afford?
But even yourself, you just said it. It starts from $5. They talk about $5. Oh, for you, it's easy because you can afford $5 US in America. But when you go to Liberia, how many people can afford $5 US? That's 850 Liberian dollars. Nobody's going to take 850 Liberian dollars and put it in one pot. Besides the rich people.
Mr. David, don't make it look like people so suffering the country to the point that they can't even get 1 cent. You know how many bottle people that can go every night? 5 for 5, 6 for 6, this and that. We talking all the entertainment area that can be jam packed. The way you're making it look like people can't even afford $5 in the country. That's not the case.
I'm serious.
Yeah, but Mr. Davis, he has a point though. You go to the library, you see every entertainment places full. You go to see things or something. You're not saying that just because this person is saying starting as little as $5. How do we know that if you have fish in the market being sold in Liberian dollar for a cheaper price, why wouldn't they have fish here being sold for a cheaper price? Why you think that? Why would the director think that people will leave the market that they can afford to come here? How would you think that this would be the awareness he's trying to make? It will work if he having prices that people can't afford.
Aiming is our America will get the data, will get the statistics. The first day, the example, when there's Christmas season, there's 26 other guys like Thanksgiving Day in America, they will tell you how many people travel, how many the airline made, how many people buy ticket, how many people buy gas, how much the government made from that project, how many St. Clair made, how many Walmart made, how many all the companies, how much
they have the data, yeah.
Data, but yeah, they're seeing people that say they will not get the data, how many people buy that day, how many people didn't buy, how many fish left over, they got to maybe go dry, because I think they got dryer too. They got dry fish. So
are you contradicting your own point here, Mr. Davis? Are you contradicting your own
I'm not
point that you just made? Because if you say there's no data, they're not going to tell you that. So then how will you just come out and say that
Because when they feed it,
there's
over
many people or not something?
you have to have in the cold storage to make it cold, put more ice on it. I think that's what they did, but I think they were building some dryers on area there. I know they might dry it. Or something.
They also had dry fish there too.
Yeah, they were bringing it. I admire it, right? I admire it. But the price they call as low as $5. They didn't say as low as 50 cents. That's US dollar they're talking about. And $5 in Liberia now is 850 US Liberian dollar.
Mm-hmm.
50 Liberian dollars, some people cannot afford. Even I did survey in the market. Maybe I'll show you some of my video. Survey in the market, how much people can afford a day? Some people cannot even afford $2 cup of $50 Liberian dollar. The people want to sell and buy cup. Some people only selling Bilakura. Some people only selling guava. Some people sell something. So they got to sell enough before they buy even 1 cup of $50.
Could we also say that this is a market for the ordinary fish seller to buy from and then go and sell it, resell it?
They will not do it.
To lower something in? If the price is already low, why wouldn't they buy it and then go and sell it instead of going to where they usually go to buy it frozen?
They will prefer to go to the Chinese and buy it $13, $15, where if more in a cartoon, then open it, then they get a profit. Or they go to
but you see people buying the thing. You see people buying the thing. Don't mind that thing. People buying the thing.
Morris coming a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the idea here? Why would this is trying to doing awareness, right?
Right.
Why would you think that he would want to do it in a way that they would still leave these things, fish, and go to the what he say, Indian people or Lebanese people, whatever, to go buy fish?
Like I said, I think the price, whatever price tag they put on those fish, I think that's it, right? And you've seen people buying it. The whole idea is awareness. This like the first time you can come up with the first, time doing something that you put something that the people will not afford. That's why you see people buying it. You see people buying it. The whole idea is the awareness for Liberians to know that look, this is how much we can if we develop this agency, this National Fishery Agency, this is how much we can benefit from our seas, our waters. We got a lot of fish. Like I said, the country just secured a fishing boat. Just recently, I think another two in the making. I don't know whether they got it through grant, whether they got it through whatever the case is, but they just secured a fishing boat. Now Liberia got a fishing boat that we can go and fishing. Again, that boat can be on the sea for almost like a month. And that boat can get storage for like 2-3 months.
They can fish sardine on it?
Huh?
They can fish called sardine on it?
No, that's not the fishery agency. They're not the fishery agency just to manage the fish and able to fish. They're not to fish sardine a different company. The whole idea is that what I was saying is that we can even able to fix our own sardine. We ain't gotta go import sardine, all the fake sardine and all over the place. We gotta go import sardine. We got a lot of fish in our water. We can do our own fishing now.
Most of the other group of companies had it. They used to fish sardine in Tinapos.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, that's the whole idea. I mean, you see, the agency now is getting on the map. Like I was saying, the agency been existing for time to time.
Yeah,
but
I'm just
a lot of
so
people.
doing something good.
Yeah. I remember one time on a job we are. I think they wanted to sign some kind of company with the Senegalese, something, because the way they were doing it, it backfired. So we don't have to even do that. We can do our own fishing. We can get our own ship, boat. Other one employment. You get 2-3 boat right now. You can get almost 400 to 500 person Liberian working in that, Yeah. So I mean, it's a good thing. So the whole idea is not really to make money, just to create awareness.
I thought so too, and I think that
When you go Accra in Ghana, when you go buy fish to Accra, because that's the fish market, $5 it will give you. I don't know how many fish. $5 US dollar. When you think it, that plenty fish you're gonna give you. You go to Accra now because it's a market. That's a fish market there. Fish market move from here. That's inside the show that maybe like one.
But we can get it. We can even be more than Accra, Mr. David. Small.
You know, I let liberate people how we can maybe more. We can get it.
But we are hopeful. I'm telling you, I say we'll get it small. And I tell you, say we'll get it. I say we'll get it more than Ghana. I say we'll get it small. We are hopeful. For us, we are hopeful. Liberia will be better. Things will be better.
Don't be passing all kind of bill. You see, hopeful.
What?
Mr. Davis, what do you say?
What the next topic?
The man shouldn't say he hopeful and something.
That company, the selfish that they're going to break down because the people are going to buy water that government official.
Okay, let's move on. That's your opinion there.
No people see down at a government official, eh? The people see buying no women and see selling it and buying a government official and buying nothing, eh?
Yeah, listen to me. Man, most of the people are government official. Nobody can follow you. Look up, you can't follow you.
That's not true.
Look at trouble.
That's not true.
I mean, when I get $5 US, I prefer to get motorboat for $100 to carry me in my ashore. I go to Marshall, I go buy my $4 fish there, the $1 bring me by and carry me by.
That is an insult to the country. How you say nobody can afford father in the country? How you look at whole country say nobody can afford father except government? How you think some more living? How you think some more was surviving like bro? We didn't wait for government. We were there working, taking care of our family, paying people school fees, people depending on us. The government were working for government.
You were working. Yeah, what you say we were there working. Not everybody working like bro, my brother.
Okay, let's move on. That whole thing with the
but where in the world everybody working?
Yeah, but government can give people money. In America, we're not working. I can apply for food stamp.
Where government can give people money?
Yeah, in America, I can apply.
And before you apply, you gotta be qualified for to apply. You can just go apply.
They give me food to eat.
You can just go apply. You gotta be qualified for it, right?
Working.
All right, so we're gonna
let somebody come. Let somebody come. You can get people. You go apply. Say they will give people.
Who are they? People. They don't get people. They get people. I talk about if I get people work here. If I do the qualify as a resident.
So you see, duly qualified. So you see.
Listen now, because I do the qualifying in Liberia, but I'm not working. Also, we're not working in Liberia. So do I compare myself with America? I'm talking about people that. When I say it in the context of people that are applying for the American Food Center are qualified. They are American or they are residents. In Liberia, you don't get no such thing that government can help people in Liberia. No, it's not there. It's not there. But yeah, you can apply for food stamps. They will give you money. They will give you food.
Yeah, because the country rich. People are not rich.
Hey, go to the church.
Let me come in so we can move on, Mr. Davis. The whole thing with we know Liberians, a lot of people are not working, but the whole thing that
90%
people are not working, so that means the country is like this. Like we said, Liberians, they are entertainment everywhere. They are going to they working on Calabash. They are going to other places here. They are doing the one here. They for you to come in and stay on a government official, that's not true. You know that is not true. You don't have to be government official before you afford $5 to buy just more than $5. Some people can use it to be on Facebook all day.
Amen.
They can use it to be on Facebook all day, to be in Facebook gossiping, to be writing something that they call writing it on Facebook, like, to be going through, to be trying to live Facebook lifestyle. They want to see people. They got a lot of people over there that are doing it. So what do you mean by only government officials?
Amen.
Which is not true.
Amen. Amen. Take that down tonight. Tell 3
All right, we're not getting anywhere with this, Mr.
They call you tonight. If the 3 person that we're gonna call you, 3, one person say people can afford to buy that $5 like that. They are not working people. They are people that they are the ordinary Liberian citizen. Then everybody can buy in Liberia.
Tell me what the next. Tell me what the next topic.
Today they let's see here. Was it yesterday or today? LERC announced 15% reduction in electricity purchase costs nationwide. Guys, are we getting somewhere now? Let's read it a little bit because it's on when, as usual, we don't read everything. The Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission has announced a 15% reduction in the cost of purchasing electricity across the country. The decision comes after a month-long national national consultation involving key energy sector stakeholders, community representatives, businesses, and ordinary citizens in all regions of Liberia. According to the LERC, the reduction is part of ongoing effort to make electricity more affordable, support economic recovery, and encourage wide access to power, especially for households and small businesses struggling with rising living costs. During the consultation period, citizens reportedly expressed concern about the high energy prices, unstable supplies, and the need for fair billing practices. Stakeholders in the energy sector includes service providers and consumer groups. Also contributed a recommendation aimed at improving efficiency and expanding grid coverage. The LERC stated that the 15% price cut represents the first phase of a broader electricity reform strategy expected to roll out over the coming months, which is next year. The Commission also signaled plan to monitor implementation closer to ensure consumer experience the benefit directly. So not only do we have electricity stable now, or somehow more stable now, we also coming across this news here, right? Reducing the cost, which we always talk about, that Liberia have one of the highest electricity costs, right? Places like Ghana and something that they have those cheaper, and they were more stable. I don't know what is looking like now. They were people been celebrating current. Maybe they are up there with Ghana now, but then their prices were high up there. So with this, Mr. Let's start with Morris. Morris, we always hear about the bread and butter issue, right? We always talk about electricity, roads, these little things that means bread and butter, but people don't see it. They want to see like the government lining people up and telling them, "Stay here, there's $100 every month," before it be a bread and butter issue. But with electricity, somebody can get a freezer and do that local water. People can be out there doing something. So hearing these news and people are saying nothing changed, nothing had done. Excuse me, what do you say to this? I'm excited, but
there's one thing for sure. The fact that the government coming up, or the head of the entity, the LEC entity coming up with this idea of reduction in terms of payment, it shows that there is a sustainable power system. That's all it shows. And it also shows that there's a hope. It means there's a hope for a long-term electricity. Other than that, they will not come up with this reduction strategy, right? And we have seen it. We have seen in a short time, even though people are still doubting that the rainy season and dry season thing, that means it's not even possible for us as a country to have a sustainable current, a stable current. They still believe that it's not possible at all. Liberia just supposed to remain darkness. Moreover, supposed to remain darkness. It's not possible at all for us to have a stable current. I think this leadership has proven
Well,
them wrong.
is proving it wrong.
Yeah, this leadership, this current leadership is proving them wrong. So the fact that they're coming up with this strategy that, look, what they are telling us now, look, we get current now. As much as we get current now, the current is stable and we got long-term current, we are also too happy to reduce so that it's not only affordable now, it's not only, it's not only stable now, it's also affordable. It is stable and it's also affordable. Look, Amy, I was telling but I will use that as my closing point. But let me just touch on it a little bit. Look, technology, the importance of social media can expose the lies. That's one of the good things about social media.
Yeah.
It can expose the lies. It can also too expose the truth. You can't foil it. You see what happens? Yeah, that's social media just like knife. You can use a knife to cut your leg, cassava leaf, your potato green, you cook nice, you eat your leg nice food. When you make mistake, you call yourself with that knife, you don't even want to see that knife. Yeah, that's how social media look. So the fight to just diminish everything, the issue of just trashing everything, social media will not allow you to do it because it will expose the lies. Everybody in the country now almost like journalists. Everybody I guess smartphone and they almost like journalists. So it will expose the lies at the same time it will expose the truth. By the time you can't say that, you say this one, somebody will say that and say, no, they're not ill. You had a fire, you're ill. So this one, it only shows that we're moving somewhere.
Okay.
We're moving somewhere. There's a hope. The fact that there's a reduction, there's a strategy of reduction in terms of, paying for our electricity, it means there's a hope. Other than that, there's no need. They have never come up with this strategy because they didn't have sustainable current electricity. Now they have it, they're coming up with a reduction strategy. So it's a good thing, it's a hope for our people.
So, Mr. Davis, do you think this is also a strategy of, encouraging people to pay their bills? And, most of the time, some people, even though they may have, I know most of the people, they say, oh, because we call LEC and they're not showing up. So we try to, but some people, they do have it and they think that it is too expensive, right? So they don't pay. So in order to keep enjoying those, thing that LEC is doing now, it's not free, right? You have to pay. You have to do this thing. You can't just keep enjoying. You wanting to enjoy LEC and you're not doing your part as a citizen, not paying something. So is this another strategy to get people to stretch that whole higher pay something? So that's why I can't afford it. Like people like you who say everybody dying in Liberia, they can't afford $5 to fill that mutual. So do you think this is announcement here to reduce the cost? You think that's encouraging people to be good citizens?
I will not answer it yes or I will answer it no.
Yes, answer any way you want to answer it.
The first thing we got to look at the Electricity Corporation. What is their offer? How much are they offering per kilo for? I'm not a kilo or what's how many kilo or what's kilowatts they offering people. Because first we used to buy $10 current for 23 kilo. They brought it down. In the interior side, in the Westwood area in the Leeward County, when you buy $10 current, they give you 17. In Moreover, when you buy $10 current, they bring it below 10. So don't look at it this way. Look at it rational. How much was this and how much gave it now? Don't just say we express our electricity prices going down. We want to know.
Does it matter?
It matters. Nobody more can just figure on paper, on newspaper. We want to see the reality, the action. And tomorrow I'll back on moreover, I will tell you. I'll tell you if I on Monday how much kilowatt they give me for. In fact,
Okay, Mr. Davis, I'm confused here, right? If you're living in Monrovia or living in Banga or living whatever, and you're buying electricity for, like you said, $10 for 15 kilowatts, let's say, right?
it was 23. They brought it down to 17. That what now buying in Banga and Kanta, all the places.
17 for how much?
Yeah, all those places you can get $5 electricity, right? But in
So
Monrovia,
17 for $5.
yeah, on our side. But in Monrovia, there's no $5.
Okay.
So, Mr. David.
So I come in. So if you pay $5 for 17 kilowatts,
No,
and then
that's
you say they will.
17.
Wait a minute. What you say now?
I'm saying first we're buying it on it.
Forget about that one. They were talking about Nana. You said 17 for 5. That's what we on, right?
When you
So
buy
if you're paying $5,
then I get 7.
if you're paying $5 now for 17 kilowatts, right?
Oh, $10 for 17, $5 for 7.
Okay, it doesn't matter where you at. If I'm saying, let's say, okay, in Monrovia, if you're paying $10 for 17, right? And the LEC electric regulator, whatever, come and telling you said they're reducing prices, right? And you see your price, should they have to tell you? You don't know how much you're making already. I mean, how much you paying already? They don't. If they come down to $5 or $6, should they tell you how much you're making before you? I mean, how much you are paying for before you know that electricity cost came down?
That's not what I'm saying. The electricity was standard first. We were paying those things. You brought it down. Now they say they reduce the price. We want to know what the new price. Are we paying $10 now for 23, or we still paying $10 for the same 17?
Mr. David.
Okay, they said 15%. You do your math. So if you pay $10 for 17, how much is 15% of $10 that will come off that $10? What is the 15%?
Amy, come here, line master. You get people in master. You understand what I'm saying? Come here. You don't get people there like electricity.
Mr. David.
A parent will tell you that true the people say, and just say something. That people will tell you go do registration to AEC. From my shop to AEC up to now, I don't get me.
What are you so?
Mr. David.
Up to now, I get meter. I get meter.
Mr. David.
Over 2 years, they didn't give me meter.
Let me just come in a few seconds.
Pay money for it.
Brother David.
Yeah.
If you listen to Amy, what she's telling you, probably she not going in detail. Well, LEC did not just come up with a LEC team did not just come up from the blue sky with reducing. They came up with a whole stuff as to how much you were paying for it and how much. It just I'm using my phone. By myself getting my phone, but using my phone. LEC came up. LEC is a whole serious institution. They came up and say, look, when they say reduction, it means if you are paying $2, probably paying $1.50 or $1.99, but you're not paying $2 anymore. That's reduction right there. Just as simple as that. Whether that $1.99 you're paying, but for the fact that you're paying $2 and they say, the fact that you are paying $2 and they say reduction in price, it means you're not paying that $2 anymore. You pay something less than $2. Whether that 1.99, but they're not $2. That's why they came up with the whole thing. And when you have a serious, responsible government, when they said this, you have to have. When the government was telling you that they will reduce price, they didn't just wake up from the blue sky. They say price rise, price come down. They work on modalities before they could reach to that point of reducing the price. And from that time to now, the rest price has reduced. That's how serious. No, we're not going to rest business.
That's the same thing I'm telling you about. I'm telling you, those prices of the electricity were lower. They carry high. So bringing it back now, like what you know, you said they Nothing.
Mr. David, Mr. David, when they say, when they say, Mr. David, it's okay. When they say reduction,
right now, Mr. Davis.
when they say reduction,
Saying the whole strategy is the strategy is price are not being reduced. They just brought it back to the same old price.
That means it's been reduced.
But
if you had a price that was $10, they raised it $15. After a couple of years, they tell you said they're reducing it. If they bring it back to the $10,
that's reduction.
that's not reduction because you said because it was distance control.
Except you got different definition of reduction though. When they say reduction, it means the price has dropped. And the government have succeeded in reducing gas price in our country. They have succeeded in doing that. Right. The government have succeeded in reducing rice price. The government have succeeded in reducing flour, egg, so many things. So it's step by step. So for you to continue living in doubt.
Not reduction. I can't call it reduction.
Doubting
Thomas. Well, fine. You can call it anyhow, but the true definition of reduction, when something linked from $2 to 1.99, that reduction there. And it's the same thing with progress. Progress from 0.000, when you take it from 0.0 to 0.1, that progress right there.
Maurice, let me ask you a question. You went where you were buying gas $4. Then all of a sudden, after 1 year, new gas company came into all the gas company. Then they carry the gas to $6. Then they bring it back to $4. That wasn't there.
I understand your point. And a question there, right?
Yeah.
Mr. David, that one a simple question there. In your mind, you think the price is supposed to just remain stable, stagnant. You're not supposed to live on $4. We're not supposed to live on $2. It's just supposed to remain there. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Price can change depending on the circumstances, on the prevailing circumstances. Things change. So if it was everywhere in the world,
he knows how prices have gone up.
So if the argument that because it was $6, it was $4, they take it to $6 and they brought it to $4. Seeing that argument, that means you part of the people that say nothing has changed. Well, is a dead argument.
But listen, we talking about a new administration. You talking about something? Okay, so since MD Mohammed Sharif came in, right? Has it increased the LEC prices?
No.
Yes.
No,
yes.
That's not true.
Yes.
When?
Listen, they have $5 in Monrovia. You were buying $5. Now you don't buy $5. It's $7 up.
When?
That's not true. Where they were buying $5?
You were buying $5 in Monrovia. There's no more $5.
Where? I was $10 up.
I said $7.
When did this happen?
In Monrovia, we get business that we run current.
When did this happen?
You think I want running business like bro, Morovia?
What we see now,
Wait, Morris, let me ask him. When did it happen?
What happened?
The increase. When did he do the increase? Because he only been there like a couple of months. Like, if I'm not mistaken, like has he been there? He hasn't even been there a year yet. So when did he do that? When did he make this increase?
When he came there, he increased it.
That's not true.
He increased it. I'm telling you, increase the account or whatsoever. So
give us a date so we can. You can give us an article, send it to us so we can see it.
To cover all the $5 electricity, now it's $7 up. You gotta buy from $7 up. That's the time you can buy it. But first we used to get $5. Some people maybe you want to put your label on and you want to say on, you get by a $5 current that will carry you for 2 or 3 weeks. Something like that. But now
I know, but all the time I've been paying for current one, go like bro. All the time I've been paying for current one, go like bro from $10 up. I don't know what $5 or $7. $10 from $10 up, $10, $20. As a matter of fact, I used to buy $20 current every time. And I remember buying current for $5.
You came from America, they will tell you $10. They go to eat $3. So that one not my business. But I'm telling you, current will be from $7 now up. No more $5. The only place you can get $5 current, you can get $5 current in Bon County, in Nima County, in Maryland, in Grand Island. These are places you can get $5 current.
Okay, I'm not disputing the fact that
Right, don't get no
The
more.
current has gone something, but what I'm saying is that since the MD came in a couple of months now, you say he are raising the current the selling prices.
They're not true. Don't matter, man. They're
I know
not true.
that, but I'm saying couple of months. This man haven't been there a year. Since we've been hearing about LEC something, one rising price in LEC. So you tell us, you say he had he raised the price when he came in?
Yes. It's down now. I'm telling you serious something. I'm a businessman. I'm not allowed to you.
You don't have to be business people. We got people like this in Liberia.
Yeah.
We have people who make business in Liberia. You're not the only one. And since the LEC thing business, Mr. Sherry have been there for, if I'm not mistaken, probably 8 or 7 months. I'm not sure, but I know he haven't been there 1 year yet. Hold on now, he haven't been there 1 year. So there's nowhere in his couple of months have we ever heard about he came and raised the price of electricity or something. So when they just you, because you, according to you, you're the only one who's making business in Liberia because you don't want also. You think we don't know what's going on in Liberia because you feel like we're not making business. No, everybody here got a little thing going on in Liberia, but I never heard it, and I know. So when did he raise the price? Because the only time I heard about prices he came in is this one I'm hearing about now, which is the reduction. So when did they do the when did he do that whole, taking it up, and we didn't hear about it, or I didn't hear about it?
You will sometimes they will tell you what can happen to even the cell phone company and our data.
No, let's stick with LEC right now.
All of them almost the same.
When did he raise the price?
They bring it down a little bit, they increase it. When they increase it, they don't tell you, but you can see your data.
Mr. Derek, please, man. Don't come here without something argument as to the raise that don't say. You know when the price is going down, but you don't know when the price is going up. But you know the price was 10 something before. I mean, they were 5 something before they took it up. But then you telling us say that you don't know that they raising
it. AEC before they used to give me 23, but now when you buy $10 AEC, they give you 17. In Moreover, they gave you 15. I'm telling you serious something. In the hinterland, they are rate different. Banga, Bonga, all the places are going Canada. They are AC when you buy it. When you buy it from the main company, not talking about no star or second. When you buy it from second, they can really bring it down. So when you buy it from the company, it can be a little bit higher than when you buy it from Lone Star and second and Orange. NTN and Orange, when you buy it, your electricity from there. You can do mobile bar. When you buy mobile, you can drop the grade. If it's only 16, they will give you 14 or 12. That's how they can do. But when you buy from the company, they will give you a regular rate. They will give you a rate. I said recently, it was 23. They brought it down to 17. But they did not tell nobody how it came down to 17. They tell nobody. If they carry back to 23, I'll be happy.
But I just asked you for when that happened. You
can't. I'm telling you. When teaching, you don't know. You can just see your son go. You go to group. You see your meter. You buy $10 current and say, oh, that's 13. Then you call the company. Why are you giving 13? You want to argue with them. But I used to get 16. Or I used to get 17. They say bossmen are high looking. They finish with you.
But Mr. Derry, you just told Morris say he came from America. If somebody went and took his $3 and eat it, that's your business. How do we know somebody not taking your own? No, I said that by name. $2 to eat it and telling you that that's this amount of electricity, something they're buying.
If you want back for him, I can sit around and buy for you. And you know to go there.
You want to get to.
I can sit around and buy the curry and give it to you.
How you buy it? How you sit around and buy it?
No more. I can buy the curry on ATM or Orange.
So how much you pay for that?
It depends where you are. I told you there's no more father curry over there.
I mean, there was no father curry, man.
There, brother, don't deny it. How long you can be more over there? You said that your whole day. They ain't talking about him over there. Even for what time you went there?
What?
What time you went there, bro?
I don't have to be standing there like bro to know what's going on there.
You really know about Liberia more than some, all right?
Reality, reality. We're there every day. We go 2 times a year.
Look at trouble.
they you know, like Murray just told you, right? The world is like one big old village right now because of social media. Like,
No man.
everything that people going through, they put it on social media, they crying about it every time. And you got families there, you got all these people there and something. So you don't have to be there. There are a lot of things people in like bro know about here. Then they're not here. How do you think that happening? If it's not from family or friends or social media, right? So why can it be the same for Liberia? Why y'all always think that we have to be buying playing together, Joe Money playing before we know about what's going on in Liberia?
I'm talking about the electricity. My sister can sit down and buy it. They make it in a way that you can stay in America and buy electricity. You can even stay here and buy data for your people's phone. You can do all that. You can do it right here. You don't have to go there. You will know how much data will get there. You can stay there and rerun all those stuff. That's what I'm saying. For electricity, you can sit down right here and buy electricity. And you will know how much they get there, how much you pay for. I'm telling you serious something.
So this is what I know.
I said reduce it so you can see the price. Don't compare with yesterday or day before yesterday. It's not the same.
But the price that go on LEC website, I just told you the price there. How much was first and how much now? That's what they call reduction, but you say you get different definition of reduction. What reduction? You say in your own definition, reduction mean different. I just told you, go on LEC, probably go on LEC website or go on Facebook. A lot of people get it on their page. How much was first and how much now? It there.
The only thing I enjoy him is that there will be stable current. I agree. That's fine. Because the solar farm, as far as the solar farm is, he said it will be operating by February, I think the end of February.
So why you agree to the stable current? Why do you agree?
He promised December, you couldn't make it December. Then he said next month. Then they say the January 1st or January, they say no. In fact, February end.
Look at trouble.
He said the interview. That time they will be filling with the solar farm to produce some current because they were expecting the water to fall in Moreover at this point. But now, Moreover don't have winning season. Nah, it don't have the winning season.
So that because of that the current stable, right?
I don't know, but they say when there's more water, the current is stable. Because Moreover, actually winning Moreover almost every day. Even Allah, you get your every day you winning Moreover.
Yes, give me now.
Those desert country that it can't hardly rain, they ain't get stable current.
Those people they using different stuff.
But that is strategy right there. So that what they made to you, that what Sheriff told you, David. Sheriff told you we will change the story. That rainy season, dry season thing, we will change the story. We'll make sure like bro get stable current, whether that rainy season, that dry season, that wet season, that what kind of season, the country will get stable current. They made to you, right? So the strategy will be different. The same way the other countries that get different strategy that they can get stable current, no rainy season, no dry season business. The same way too.
Jose, are you ever been to the hydro before?
My man, you see my name, call me Mose. That name you see that Mose down there.
Yeah, man.
But you look at the name that they calling me Moses.
Boris, when you go to the hydro, the first time before they renovated that hydro, I went there. We got down on gate, I think gate 7. You walk on the sand all the way up the Simple River, went way up there. Then I asked the people, because I was driving for them, I asked them, what British people that came to take over the AC that time. I asked them, I said, what do you can do here? They say, the first thing we need to do to bring 2 BB generators and put it here to supply Moreover before we drag this.
Generator?
Yeah. Before drag. Yeah, but AC take a generator. They got big turbine generator at the AC on the bush, not bushrock plane. Bushrock plane to 0.4. They got big generator inside there. So the man said, the people say, the generator here is updated. we all know some of we know nothing about the generator. Same we're born, we hear about it, but we never see it before. So a particular generator, don't bring our own 2 BB generator to put it down. The one we know, the one we know how to operate. But the one here, it expire. We don't know about it. No, they're not even producing the parts one more again. So it will not even go nowhere. It will be now. You understand what I'm saying? So before then, they will take all the sand, they will drill all the sand from there. Because the sand cover all the way to the gate. Because all when you go to they have to get various gates. They get gate 1, gate 2, gate 3, gate 4, gate 5. And the place where they get the storage of the water to keep water, that whole place was dry. They looted that whole area. When you go there, they looted the whole place. They get reach for any transition, they get reface it and do all that stuff there. Because they get the gate, they close the gate, for the water to pass on the other
So
side.
all the story explain what the point.
The point I'm saying is that the way they say releasing and dry season, what I'm telling you now, during the dry season, the whole place and the water can get dry. There's no enough power to turn the something. So that's why I see they bring a solar panel to push it during the dry season. Because the water not enough to push that thing. That thing before it go turn the dynamo in there to produce current to electricity, it need more force. That's how the water can it propeller like this. It turns faster. The water make it turn faster, but the water coming slow, like that, it will turn the propeller fast. So that's why they build the solar fan. And the solar fan will boost during dry season.
Okay.
So we replace the water. Because the
All
water
right.
can be very low. Even yourself, you go to the village, you see the water low. Water level can be very low. You can even walk somehow, simple way you can walk across it.
Well, Mr. Darius, I hate to bust your bubbles, but the price, there's going to be a reduction in price in electricity price, and get used to it. It's called reduction. What are the previous administration came and carried up, and they bring it down to that price that it was before it's reduction, because if they keep it up there, it's still up there. If they bring it down, they're reducing it. So what are they reduce it back to the same amount? Or I know for you wanted to pass that before you know that it was a reduction. No, it cannot pass it. Okay, they can't. I don't think so. Sometimes when they're bringing it down, it have to come down to where you knew it to be, because the time and the prices of things now that we were in. Okay, so let's try to do our closing, but let's wrap this in there. Why would you our closing? Then Mr. Darius gonna say something else about this again. LPRC. I want to hear something on there. Good news from the LBRC staff, employees of the Liberian Petroleum Refinery Company. The MD said that they are set to receive massive 60 to 65% bonus on top of their regular December salary. Aside from their normal monthly pay, each staff will get an extra 60% bonus for this season, Mr. Davis. For example, if the employee earns 500, they will be receiving additional 300, making it $800 for December salary. Those salary bonuses are expected to be paid on the 15th of December. So let's wrap that in our closing. What do you say about that again? Let's start from you, Mr. Davis.
What? It's complete stealing from the people of Liberia.
Okay.
These are roll. Big roll. What you say you increase your start salary 50%, 60% bonus. Why? You're not even contributing to
Did you hear what I said?
It says start, the increasing start. They say they give me the people money. If they want to get money, they give money in the budget. They're not paying no money in the budget. Then they're increasing their salary. To benefit.
I never said we're increasing our salary. I said Christmas bonus.
They are the same thing, they're increasing. Whether that Christmas bonus, you tell me you're making 500, they will make it $800 for the Christmas and the New Year. That money is to be taken to go give it to either the hospital or University of Liberia, or some, at one time they were doing 500, 200,000, they couldn't get it. Why would you pay? And Maurice Tour is making $30,000 US, then he gave him 50% or 60 to 50% of bonus. He gave me the man 100,000 to carry home only for Christmas. Only one. He eat Christmas.
Unbelievable.
You're not even putting the budget. They say they're going about the budget. You see, I'm not running letter. Why are these SOE not putting money into the government cover? All the SOE people are not doing it. But look at the salary. Look at the operational expense. Look at all those stuff. This is the gateway to the country. This is LPRC selling petroleum products out to the Liberian people. Then you're not taking money to put in the budget, but you're taking money to put it in your pocket. That's stealing, complete stealing. Then they put money in the budget. Then they put money in the hospital. Then they do something for the Liberian people to benefit. Not for them to benefit. You already there. You hire all there. You making $30,000 per month. You hire all there. Then you want to carry another bonus again over it. What is that?
Are you concerned about the people, the staff there, or you concerned about the managing director? Which one? Because we never heard anything about managing director. We say they say they help you.
It came from up there. It was not from the little people that say 50% bonus. It came from the hair. The hair.
Little people be the one that decide that.
Amy, when you working in America, yeah. No, you will not say 10% bonus. That the executive, they will come together and say, everybody will get this, you will get this, you get this. Nobody from town can give you bonus. That's not true. The people got to be up there before you get bonus.
Well, nobody, Mr. Davis, I don't know whether you understand what this is. In America, people do get Christmas bonuses. Nobody is telling you that the staff go ahead and make their own Christmas bonus. That is not what I did not say that here or in America or anywhere else.
Nobody said what?
The bosses come together, the company will make that decision whether they'll give the staff bonuses or not. And there's the same thing with Liberia. You talking about honor money, like bro, all the time. You talking about people doing it, You're doing the same thing. Like you respect everything that happened. Is it perfect or not? But when it comes to Liberia, you got something to say about that. So I'm confused about. There's one thing, but go ahead. Do your question.
Yeah, this is not honor mine. This is complete stealing from the Liberian people. We will talk about it. It's complete stealing. You don't just go when we somewhere. Then say one Christmas bonus. When we somewhere, you want July 26 bonus. When we somewhere, you want President Trump birthday bonus. You start getting all the bonus then. But in the meantime, you're not putting no money in the government budget. Why are you not putting money in the government budget? Why? Why are you not putting money there for all to benefit, for me to benefit? Why are you not putting money there for something to happen to me? When I go to Liberia, I see a lot of all the light on the road looking fine. I see people buying food, people doing other things. Why? Only you must get bonus, Christmas bonus. What happened to the other people? What happened to the lay people that are not doing anything? Because now, government is a higher employee of Liberia. They don't get the private sector, they are very little. Because a lot of people not working. And when government employ a lot of people, forget it, that country is a broke country. Anytime they say government...
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
So if somebody is unemployed here, they're on unemployment.
Yeah.
I'm working.
Yeah.
My company gave me Christmas bonus. The government should tell them should not give me Christmas bonus because they're not giving it to the unemployed people then.
That's what I'm saying.
What are you saying then? Because you're confusing me here.
Is the company a government company?
My company is not a government company, but it can be regulated by some, even the government. Okay, let's stop there. Even the Fed, right? If you're working for the federal government, they're giving their employee name bonuses. They will give it to people that they're giving unemployment also. They will give unemployment people bonus them too.
They're not
Or they will get people that are not working the street bonus.
In missing a connection. The connection here
Please help me, because what I just heard you say that the people that I ain't getting nothing, the people that are not working. Why were you so? That's why I'm asking this question. So please make me understand, because I'm not understanding it at all.
The connection here is the federal government make it conducive for every citizen to live better lives, to get free education, access to free education, access to good health care, access to lot of stuff. The government make it conducive for them. In Liberia, is not as compared. You don't compare Liberia with they play here. You don't compare heaven with hell. Because you go Liberia, you want to run away from that hell. You cannot compare it with here. Here, the private sector, they are more than the government sector. Government is not the high employee in America. The private sector are the high employee in America.
But then you still have people here who are not working.
Would
you agree with me?
I agree with you.
Okay. So this is what I'm saying. I read about it. Okay, listen, because you contradicting yourself, you're making yourself confused.
I'm not contradicting myself. In Liberia, 90% of the population are not working. In America, it's not like that. America gets private and governmental sector. The private sector hire the people they hire are more than the governmental sector in America. Government here, they hire less people. In Liberia, government hire more people and less private sector. So the less private sector cannot do anything to put taxes in government cover. The taxes they're going to put there is smaller. So government agencies like FREEPO, FPRC, Maritime, most of the places there, they should put more money in the government cover.
Nobody should get bonus. Okay, I get you. Close up. There you go, Mars.
So instead of taking 10% over 100%, let them get that budget to University of Liberia.
Thank you. Morris, please help me. My head, me.
Because you can't help it. Yeah, leave me, let me flow. When the man finish flowing, you can't help. You're able to help it. Yeah, leave it, man. The man closing, let me flow.
People agree with me.
Yeah, I know. Masa, I agree with you. Masa, I agree with you. But you know, on a serious note, we all must commend the young brother Amos Tuer for the massive transformation, at that entity. Especially what the entity looked like. People were using that entity to enrich themselves, getting millions of dollars from that very entity. Something that the people did not even know until he came and broke that chain. That same entity over time, people used to sleep at a gas station just to get gas and fuel and stuff like that. It was all the social media. This young man came, and he was working there. He got he got kicked out, so to speak, even though he resigned, but he was threatening and stuff like that until he was, he left the place. For a young man like that, and he's so quiet. He's not the kind of person all over the place talking. For the huge transformation, we must really give it to him. Look, that bread and butter, that's why all the people are running with the bread and butter. If you really set them down, give them 5 minutes, give them 10 minutes. Tell me why you're understanding bread and butter. Just give them a chance. Tell me. I don't care whoever that person is, whether he's a doctor, PhD, just say him it's okay. Give us a whole breakdown of bread and butter. What you understand about bread and butter? Because how will you discuss the bread and butter? You don't discuss stable electricity. You don't discuss road. You don't discuss salary. People even taking pay. Those people that are working are Liberians. At least for now, they're taking pay. They're not complaining. Government not crediting to pay. These people taking pay every month. That bread and butter issue right there. The people that are working, they are Liberian. That bread and butter issue there. And I don't even know why, even in the news, but again, there are some things you can't just control it. But everybody want bonus. I don't know. Every entity has their own strategy. Some companies, when you be you can't overtime, even though you're making more money, maybe let's say manager they're making $30 or $40 per hour, but the disadvantage, they can do overtime. Yeah. Maybe the bonus, right? Maybe the disadvantage, you can do overtime. Overtime, you can do it. If for the people that are making 20, the 25, 23, you that are making your $35 per hour, overtime not for you. So every entity got their own guideline. The bonus thing, we don't even know how they come, whether manager they're getting it, who getting this, what percentage, we don't even know. But the fact that they say bonus, Christmas bonus for the employees is a good news because those employees are Liberian. It's a very good news. I just hope other entities will do this, will do similar, will do the same thing. So it's a good news. You know, people working, they're taking pay, they're getting salary. Yeah, they're taking pay, they're getting salary. I mean, we commend the young men again. We commend the young men for the huge transformation, for the massive transformation. And most of them, it's a competition. The Mo Ali, the Mohammed Sharif at the LEC, the Gafwan, everybody pushing their wire, because they know the men are leading them. But let me say this, right? You see, like I was saying, the technology, it can expose lies. And that's why when they see these people running around, that people lie on there, Unity Party lie on there, only Unity Party lie on there, ANC not lie on there, Liberty Party lie on there, only Unity Party lie on there. So, look, 2000, when Madam Salif took over 2006, but then Facebook just came 2 years, because Facebook came about 2004, I think February 2004. 2006, 2007, 8, people are not too much into Facebook. Not many presidents even on Facebook. And there are a lot of features that Facebook didn't have. No video call, no live, no call. You know what I mean, right? So the social media campaign was not strong. When Madam Salif took over her second time, her second time, the campaign started intensifying because people started gravitating towards social media. 2000, 2011, 2012, 13, 14. Oh, it was just all over the place and people getting into them. So it made the campaign was strong against Madam Salif because everybody on social media now. Joe, we are kind of further inside. Yeah, it make it worse because nobody lie on there. Everything was on social media. When Joey go say that boyfriend get renting, nobody lie on him because by the time he said it, somebody carry live. It was all over the place. Auditors died. It was people standing. So it was just off. So it was not controllable. So the campaign against Mr. Weah was so strong because the social media, people have exposed to social media. On that Boakai, again, the social media is strong, but it's different because why? People exposing the truth. You understand? You get the point, right? Under President Boakai, exactly. Under President Boakai, people there, the citizens, they said the people themselves from all over the place. When you say that on social media, you scream. Somebody say that for so you say no. The other thing you say, in Banga, you wait more better. You can't. Yeah, me in Banga. If I had a video, yeah, that's not true. So the social media is very strong because it shows live. So all we can say, the government, president, headed by President Boakai, should just continue doing the best. Look, propaganda and lie. You can't do propaganda with lie, especially in the day and age. And so we just hope that the president will do better. The propaganda will not survive because why? People's eyes are open. Nobody want to remain ignorant. Everybody want to know. Everybody trying to know. And so that's the essence. That's the advantage and disadvantage of social media. It exposes the lies and the good thing. Thank you so much, Brother David. Thank you as well. I agree with you. Only Amy I agree with you, but me, I agree with you. Thank you, Amy. I give it back to you.
Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching us. And guys, I mean, we need to stop this. Everything what Mr. Davis said that because most of the things he used to say, oh, it's not gonna happen because it ain't happened before. We didn't do this. We've seen a new era. I'm kind of baffled if you tell me that because people are suffering in the country, so other people who are working, they shouldn't get bonuses if they had to. I mean, I don't get it. I don't know how that plays out, but the same thing here. When people, the way you believe God, everything right, and America doesn't have everything right, Mr. Davis. I mean, I know some of you can think that, oh, yeah, and you talk about you can't compare America to Liberia, but that's what you do because the life you live in here, you want the same thing in Liberia, and that's what we want to. But guess what? It's the new thing that we're trying to introduce. We're trying to get people from out of the old days, like nothing good can happen in Liberia. So why they will resist those changes? Because they are not used to it. Because you have some people who wanted to be in the old always because it benefits them, right? So they don't want to change from the old to the new. It's not just going to be a flipping burger change or microwave pop on, pop, then finish. No, it's a progress, right? Because that's something that never happened before. You understand what I'm saying? So it can't just flip like that. And knowing us, we don't have the budget that America has. We don't have the resources that America, well, let me not say resources, but yeah, let's say resources they took from other people. We don't have that power that they have. So it will not go the same way America runs. And no, we want it to be good. We want it to be better. We wanted to do all of that. But is this just gonna happen like that overnight? No, it's not. So when we see something happening with you, something that of that, essence that people used to be crying for salary, turn it in. People sitting crying, they ain't pay 3, 4, 5 months. They use in a Christmas season that people not only would be getting a salary but getting a bonus each day. They should take the bonus and put in the so you know what, somebody, you go tell somebody employee to that, something that you know what they will tell you when you tell them something like that. This is not about government doing this, government doing that. No, this is a good thing. Like if they can give people bonuses, let them give. It doesn't matter who's working there, who's not working. That is none of the employees who are there. That is none of their business. They got families. They are Liberians too. They are working. Okay, if they have to get bonuses, they should get it. It doesn't matter. We shouldn't say, oh, because 50% not working, so the one that not working, they should just they shouldn't enjoy anything that employee can enjoy. That is a poor something to say. I mean, wrong something to say. We cannot do that. When other people start working, we will not control what our entity do too. We will not control it. So we cannot say everybody. And this is the thing, right? Why we want people to be working in Liberia, but like here and like anywhere in the world, there's nowhere in a country that everybody living the same way. Nowhere in the world. We live in America. You are a foreigner living in America. You're living better than some American people. True or false? There is no country. They have some people here who are not working, who are homeless. You're from another country. You here, you probably got a house. There's no country that everybody live in the same exact way. Everybody's on the same higher class. That's why they got middle class. They got what do I call it thing? Upper class, middle class, and lower class, whatever. I don't know if that's how they something.
Yeah. Middle class and lower class. Mm-hmm.
Everybody cannot be on the same scales. Doesn't exist. So definitely, it's not going to exist in Liberia. We shouldn't even fool ourselves on that. So the whole thing is because people are not doing that one yet, so nobody should something. Or if a person is working, they shouldn't do that one yet because the other person not working. No, we need to stop that. The only thing I can say is that when you're working, you should be taking what belongs to you as a salary, not adding, stealing, and doing it. Then I have a problem. But for me to say, oh, you are entitled, they're paying you this, then you shouldn't do what you want to do with that because Mary Brown are working. No, we shouldn't do that. You shouldn't just be stealing from Mary Brown. That's my own fight for Mary Brown. But I would not stand there and say, oh, you shouldn't enjoy what employees enjoy because Mary Brown are working. That just doesn't exist. So we should start lying to our people. Then when we still want change in Liberia, we shouldn't be making it to feel like they should be on the same scale or everybody's supposed to be on the same level. That's how it is everywhere, and that's how it should be. And it would be in Liberia. We shouldn't lie to them. It will not be. But anyways, thank you everyone for being here, and we will continue to speak on the people who are doing well in Liberia. As much as we speak on the ones who are doing bad, we should be able to send it and not try to be knocking them down when they're trying.
Amy.
Close to Miami, Sharif.
Can I ask you a question?
What you say?
Okay, don't try the other way. M2S, LPRC, they're not giving no revenue to the Republic of Liberia. They ain't giving money in the government budget. The man who paying security, giving money in the government budget, doing everything. Like, okay, let's talk about the custom officers. The man is not a local tool or it's not a Ganda bolo. The custom officer, the men are there here, men and they generating $6.8 million every month, putting in the government budget. He's not getting bonus. LPRC is getting bonus. What is he creating?
Okay, is LPRC not putting money in the budget, but are they receiving money from the budget, or are they taking care of themselves?
They're giving them money from the budget also. Then what are all the people there? Then they're giving bonus. Then they're collecting the taxes every month. You sit down there in the net. You collect taxes. They're not giving him bonus. What do you think creating?
Mr. Derek, every entity is not the same. If I'm an army woman in the U.S. and the military is doing something, it would be across the board with the army something. The Air Force has their own, the Navy has their own, and if the you call?
They're not answering. Give me there.
I ain't giving you that answer. You tried the same thing I just explained to you. Everybody will not be the same.
The custom officer who contributing towards the budget, collecting taxes from government, putting it in the government budget, they paying the people with it. Then the people now they giving bonus to their employee. Then what about them now like collecting the taxes?
So why you can't ask the head of the custom something? The custom is just there. They're not running any something. They're just there taking money from people that are coming in and going out, right? Isn't that how it works?
They take
Are they running any kind of agency there that generating that money, or they are taking their tax collectors?
Yeah, they are tax collectors taking huge.
Okay, so then what do you? Wow,
and they're taking huge amount.
The short ends, man.
Amy, please. I already posted it in 5 seconds. I already posted it for the Deputy Minister of Health, right? He was responding to the whole social media, people in the country taking it on the social media that this data sharing this and that. I read a short post, and that was so brilliant. The man said, for heaven's sake, even lawmakers then coming on social media, spreading in the narrative that the people sharing. Yeah. The man said, for heaven's sake, the health ministry is here. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is here. You can just call and find out what was the agreement, what was the arrangement. The man said, look, as simple as that. If you give all 100 million, you say for child rate, for infant mortality, for brain, for this and that, don't you think we're supposed to, at the end of the day, we're supposed to give a report as to how many, the percentage of child infant mortality, the child birth, this and that? We're not supposed to give a report. That is it.
Because the people went across the country, all that money they've been giving,
exactly,
and nothing was being done with that money.
Exactly. No way, Mr. David. But nobody sharing anybody medical report. As a matter of fact, how you think UN can get all the report? UN.
Morris, we also would take our medical report and give it to the people that just
nobody even giving nobody even giving anybody medical report. So this is just how hateful the people are in the country. Just to tarnish war, somebody decided to give 120 million to fight different things. Say at the end of the day, give us report as to how you spend the money. Then they almost. But we'll come here tomorrow, man. Let's end the show. It's just.
I didn't know you get cancer.
I know.
We won't talk about anybody medical something. Yeah, I know.
No, but he's cancer report. And where you can come for treatment in America? Where medical report? Last year, see people that when they were carrying Joseph Boaga, like he used 11 battery, like what kind of report? That we were carrying around. Now CDC and other people that Joseph Boaga living on Peacemaker. That what kind of report? Not medical report. They say anything about it. Before you go to the U.S. embassy and you come here and immigrant, what you can do?
But that's what I'm saying. Just go stand, let the ambassador go stand on Broad Street and say, Everybody bring me up because and see how many people the whole country will get right. So what money? If that was the truth now, if they give you money and say, oh, so we can do something, then what's the big deal? Which is not.
Like in America,
Just lying to the people.
I say, whether from Ghana, from anywhere, they do AIDS tests, they do all kinds of tests. You gotta do it, you got your report there. The last report you can bring a brown envelope. When you give it to the people to the reporter entry, like what kind of report you give it to the people? Like a medical report. You are saying bring it, they say give it, they can give it to you to the embassy, they say carry it, say go give it to the American people. Go give it to your port of entry. You bring that brown envelope, that whole medical report is out there.
I know.
Then they open it, they say this is your medical report. When they not certify with you, they send you for a new one. They not go to some people here not see it.
All right, see you guys tonight.
All right.
Hopefully.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah, so I mean like, we're getting somewhere. We're gonna keep praying. All the doubting Thomas.
Oh, we'll be collecting
for them.
If you pay your, then you're taking your pay bonus with A. We are collecting tax, we can get bonus. You'll see what happens.
Well,
I will look at
the fight you taking the LPRC, you're taking it to the wrong person. They custom people need to go to their boss. They need to go to their owner something. This is a different entity altogether. So we have nothing to do with that.
I hold through all 3 trillion a bonus.
Good night,
I will 3 trillion a million a bonus.
Good night, everyone. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for continue to share this show, and we will see you guys willing tomorrow.